jump right into it. I am doing my brows. I am lining the bottom of my brows, and then I'm also outlining the top of my tail, and then I'm connecting the two to create my perfect arch. You want to get your brush really flat and start drawing your strokes, and I kind of like imitate the directions of my hairs to get those strokes perfect. And I kind of like bring it out a little to extend my brows, because I have naturally thin brows, of course, so I extend it out just a little bit. And I find it helpful to use a eyeliner brush to go ahead and fill in other places. And as I'm doing here, I am just extending those lines out just a little bit to make it look more natural. And then I'm outlining the top of my brows. And then I'm taking LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm going to use that to clean up my brows. So basically just go underneath your brows. And sorry, my camera cut out, of course, when I was doing this brow tutorial. So I will definitely be posting a eyebrow tutorial in the future. And I'm taking that same Pro Conceal and I'm just blending it out and using it as an eyeshadow base. And my favorite palette of all time, Take Me Back to Brazil. I'm going to be using that yellow color as well as the dark yellow color as well together. So I'm taking a blending brush from the 7-piece palette from Beige Cosmetics. I know you're going to get tired of me when I say Beige Cosmetics because I just love their makeup. It's just so bomb and affordable. And like I said, I'm just packing on this yellow color. I mixed the two colors together to create this nice warm yellow. And you just keep on packing it on until you see that it's really vibrant. And now I'm going to take the orange shade that's right underneath it, and I'm going to be, or right next to it, I'm sorry. I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that to blend into the yellow. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just doing circular motions to blend that orange into that yellow. And you want to have it blend very well, because you don't want it to just look like it's sitting on top. You want it to really like mesh with that yellow and create a nice gradient. And the best way to achieve it, like I said, is to basically go in circular motions and blend towards the yellow. Now I'm taking that dark orange or red, whatever you want to say, that's next to the orange, and I'm going to go ahead and put that at the very tip of the orange to create a darker shade. And I'm kind of taking my time with the colors that's towards the end because I'm running out of space and I still want those colors to blend. So just kind of do it at the very tip top of the orange. And the colors towards the outside will blend higher up than the ones in the inside. So just make sure that you blend those colors upward. And now I'm going to use the pink color. It's a nice bubblegum pink, and I'm going to blend that into that orange. Now I'm not using too much of that pink just because I'm at the very end of my eye. So I just want to kind of like blend it upward and into the orange. And this part is so tricky. Like, honestly, when you're blending shadows like this, it really does take time. So what I kind of do is I kind of redo the color. So I'll put on yellow again, and then I'll put the orange back on there, and then so on and so on, just to make sure that all the colors are popping. And I'm blending that pink a little upward to create like a cat eye type shape. And I'm taking a Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just gonna dust away all my fallout. And I'm taking LA Pro Conceal again, but I'm using it in a lighter color. This is light ivory, and I'm using that to cut my crease. Now I'm only doing a half cut crease, so yeah. And also, I don't swipe when I do my cut creases. I kind of just pack it into place. I find it easier to do it that way. And basically, you just want to repeat that on the other side. And I kind of take my time doing this just so I make sure that the shape is correct. And I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro, and I'm using that lightest shade to seal in that concealer. Or should I say set the concealer? And that's actually going to be my eyeshadow for today. And then I'm going to put that purple right in my crease, and I'm going to gravitate towards that white eyeshadow. Now let me tell you, it was kind of hard putting that purple on there, just because the purple was kind of like being overpowered by all the other colors. So you really gotta like double dip in that purple just for it to show up. And then I'm going to take this dark blue color, and I'm going to mix that with the purple to make that purple just a little darker and pop. And as you can see, I'm only doing it right at the very end of my crease. And then I'm softly blending it out. I'm taking a Beige Cosmetics liner brush, and I'm going to go ahead and put down my glitter. Now this is a glitter gel. I think it was 99 cents from Wet n Wild, I'm not sure. But I usually just use that as a primer. And then I'm taking the NYX glitter in Crystal, and I'm putting that on top of that base. And I just love this glitter because like it's so holographic, and like it has like these little bits of green and purple. It's just so cute, and I love this glitter. I had to buy 3 bottles of it. And now I'm using Maybelline Fit Me and doing Smooth, which is my favorite foundation, and my color is Toffee, if you wanted to know. And I usually mix Toffee with Spicy Brown, but today I'm just gonna go ahead and use Toffee by itself. And excuse the lighting, I actually went and got more lighting during the filming of this video, so it may look weird and different of course, but just blend out your foundation well. It takes me at least 2 minutes to blend. And then LA Girl Pro Conceal again, and I'm using that in the medium beige shade, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes and my chin, my nose, my forehead, all the places that I would highlight. And honestly, I love this concealer. I need to go get more because I use it for my brows, I use it for everything, so I just love it. And it's only $3.99. like, what? Are you serious? And then I'm just blending it out with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I can't say Real Techniques Beauty Blender. It's Real Techniques Sponge, or whatever you want to say. And it's pretty old sponge actually. I don't think they make pink ones anymore. But yeah, that just goes to show I need some new ones. And I also concealed underneath my lips and towards my mouth, and that just gives the effect that my lips are a little plump. And then I'm taking that Studio Pro Contour palette again, and I'm just gonna go in with the warmest shade, and I'm gonna contour my nose. And I do a V underneath my nose and then a little hoop. So I just love a button nose. It's so cute. And then I just blend that out with my finger. I don't know what it is about blending your nose contour with your finger, but it always works for me. And I'm taking that light ivory concealer again from LA Girl, and I'm just concealing my under eye bags as well as cleaning up all of that eyeshadow leave out from earlier. And then I'm gonna blend that out. It helps to have like a really light shade concealer for under your eyes, because if you have bags like me, it basically just disappears. So now I'm gonna take this baby blue and this green, and I'll mix those two, and I'm gonna put those on my bottom lash line. And I'm just slightly packing that on, and then I'm gonna put the darkest blue in my outer corner, and then kind of like blend that in with the purple that I put in my crease. And then I'm gonna use green as the inside color, and I'm gonna try to blend that as good as I can into that blue. I just love that blue, honestly. Blue is probably like my favorite eyeshadow color. And then I'm gonna take a white, and I'm just going to highlight the inside corners of my eyes, or you want to say tear ducts or something. But yeah, I'm so bad at voiceovers, you guys, and I get so shy, and I'm just literally almost like I feel like I'm talking to myself. And once you do that, I'm gonna take the NYX white base, eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna use that as a liner for my waterline, just to brighten up my eyes. And then I'm taking that Studio Pro contour from Beige Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna contour my whole face. I just contour my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead. So yeah, and I always use that warm shade. That shade is like so perfect for me. I don't know why. It's like it just warms me up so well. And honestly, this contour kit is the same contour kit I've been using for years. So I don't think I'll ever find a contour kit that I like better than the Studio Pro one. It has a shade for just about anybody in there. And I'm taking the Blush to Go palette, and I'm using that nudie pink color. It doesn't have a name, but it's like a nude pink. I'm just using that as my blush. Then I'm taking Maybelline Great Lash mascara. I'm just using it to do my under eyelashes. It's not like one of my favorite like mascaras of all time, but I'm just using it to kind of just get those bottom lashes and clean up my top lashes so that I can put on my falsies. And I'm taking Ardell, and these are Wispies in 113. They're really pretty and thin, and I kind of wanted them to be thin so they didn't overpower my eyeshadow. So just keep that in mind, like when you're wearing eyeshadows that are like super like dramatic, always have that thin lash going on. And I'm lining my lips with Cappuccino, which is like my favorite liner from NYX. And my camera would not focus, but it's Cappuccino, of course. And I'm using Madeline Butter Gloss, one of my favorite lip glosses as well. And then I'm using Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio, my favorite drugstore highlighter. And I'm going light this time. And to have a little more control, I'm going to use my finger to get my nose and stuff like that, so I don't go overboard. And there you go. That is the finished look. And I hope you guys really like it. Also, comment down below what you like the most about this look. And also, if you stay tuned, I will be giving away a Take Me Back to Brazil palette, so definitely stay tuned for the details on that giveaway. And I just had to do it, you feel me? And don't forget to follow me on the gram. I Goddess Mentality. And also, don't forget to comment down below and like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Mwah.